Well, I hope everyone had a good Christmas this year, Christmas of 2022. I wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And in the case of me, an explanation to all of you. In short, I've just been very busy. To be exact, I work for my parents' company now, and I'm modernizing some elevators in Herkimer, New York. Now, I don't want to say exactly where. I'm not going to mention job sites or job names because, I don't know how they feel about that. I don't want to risk getting any flack for it after the fact. So, it's in Herkimer, New York. That's about all I'm willing to disclose. And that's what's been going on, that's where the opportunity was at. My parents needed me. That's what I was going to do. That's where I was going to go. Look, family comes first. I like making videos here on the tube and on Rumble, but my family needs me. My family needs me. I've been spending most of the week up there, come home on the weekends kind of deal. So it's been crazy, but hey, you know what? A good buck will ultimately be made off of all of this, so can't complain, helps the cause. So that aside, not much else really going on, I admit maybe my channel is getting a little stale. Kind of running out of ideas. I know I do every year of how long I've had my car, my truck. Nothing new there. This year I had the Hyundai for 3 years. Ended the yearly cycle on, I was all the way in Herkimer on December 20th, but no one else uses the car, so the mileage before it was 102,535 miles, and good as it's ever been. Pretty much the same stuff I had to say for the last 2 videos I made of it. And of course, last yearly cycle ended with 72,000 miles, so that means for this yearly cycle, the Hyundai was driven 30,535 miles. Yes, I made note of it right here in this little piece of paper. Yeah, which is probably the least this car's ever been driven in one yearly cycle. As for the RAM, just being a RAM, its new transmission was out of the box defective. Ended up sitting a long time. I was able to use it here and there in between. Then it became a 1-month fiasco on trying to finally solve the problem with the ABS system. Reason I'm not getting into too much detail with it is some things are still being resolved. The truck is up and running now, and things have been going well. I've made a point of using this truck to go back and forth to Herkimer so I can put a decent amount of mileage on it to know if this transmission is going to be any good and nothing else is up with the truck. In fact, you know what? Here's a few pictures of the truck in Herkimer. And just before I show the pictures, yes, you're witnessing the magic of editing where one can add all the afterthoughts they wish to add. I forgot to mention, one thing I want to mention about the truck, because I mentioned it for the Hyundai. Little aforementioned piece of paper, once again. I have now had my RAM for 5 years, or at least back in September 27 I did. So this yearly cycle only had, sitting at the dealer, 77,678 miles. Year prior had 75,350 miles, making for a total of just 2,328 miles. But of course it only had 2,328 miles this yearly cycle because I had to spend more freaking time in the freaking shop than I did on the freaking road. But that's neither hither nor yonder. My truck is up and running again, and let me show you those pictures I mentioned just now. So there was my truck. You got to see it in action a little bit. I was actually taking out some empty barrels, some truck. We're actually nearing the end of this job. In fact, if all goes right, this should be the last week. We should finish the last things we have to. So at least that job's coming to an end, and yeah, I think it's gonna end up very well. I can't wait to see the final result. So that's pretty much how the rest of 2022 is gonna go. Now, I know I end every year thereabouts with wrapping up year in question. I might have missed a year here and there. Hoping not to miss this year. I'm hoping I could squeeze in one more video for this year. Safe to say, 2022 was a pretty funky year for everybody, I suppose. Funky, interesting, all the rest. And just waiting to see what 2023 will bring. Right off the bat, 2023, I'll be turning 35. Great. I'll be entering the zone. The zone, I tell you, the zone. 35 to 54 is when a man is most likely to have a heart attack. So, while lately I haven't been able to hit the gym as much because of what I've been doing these last few months, I plan to jump right on that as soon as I'm done with this job and start shedding the pounds. I know I'm going to be 35 now, so. And I'm learning about more features of the camera, and I learned something very interesting about when a video is long on this camera that my brother discovered. Maybe that was the problem when I was trying to make that driving video, so I'll be going over a couple of things with my brother. Who knows, maybe I can make something cool, if not for wrapping up this year. Definitely sounds like a better way of ending this year. And if you're wondering why you can see my breath or where I'm filming at, well, let me show you that. Here it is. Actually, quick look around. This is my attic. But look at this piece of equipment here. I screw the camera right into here. And then my brother has this high output light here. Has this green screen. Really awesome effect. My brother's going to teach me more how to use it. So, another thing to thank my brother for, he is, and of course he does his own video shoots and stuff. So, yeah, I once again want to thank you, bro, for everything you do. And if I haven't pointed out before in the past, I'm pretty sure I have. My brother has, in fact, played a major role in all the improvements that this channel has made over the years, and maybe I'll be up here more often, but this is a real cool piece of equipment I wanted to show you guys. And like I said, I'm getting more and more of the stuff to make better and better videos. Time is just the issue. It's just a time thing. Well, hopefully that explains everything. Again, hopefully everyone had a Merry Christmas. It's still Christmas yet. It's 8:37 p.m. So I think while I edit this video, I'm going to go watch Die Hard. Yes, I'm about to start a fight in the comment section. A fight I'm willing to start in the comments section. Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and I'm not going to be told otherwise. Anyway, any little input is greatly appreciated. To any of all of you watching, thank you for your patience. Again, I know it's been a while, and, well, we'll just have to see what next year brings, but thank you always. Thanks for watching, and be safe out there, and don't be a stranger.